Hi, I'm Zane with Calumet Photographic, and we're here at Canon's UK headquarters to talk about the 5D Mark IV and how it compares to its predecessor, the 5D Mark III. Let's start by talking about the resolution. The 5D Mark IV has a new 30 megapixel sensor as compared to the Mark III's 22 megapixel sensor. It's also a little bit better in low light, goes up to a native ISO of 32,000 versus the 25,600 that the 5D Mark III could do. On the autofocus end of things, it's a little bit faster thanks to the new Digic 6 Plus processor, as well as being able to focus with f8 lenses, whereas the 5D Mark III could only do the f5.6 lenses. Video is where there's some of the biggest improvements. It can now do full 4K video at the 4096 DCI standard. That's at 30 frames per second. Full HD can do up to 60 frames per second, and then at 720 it can do 120 frames per second. There's also a raft of other features that are going to be very useful to people out working in the field. There's flicker detection technology, so if you're shooting in any kind of environment where the lights might be changing because they're not continuous, fluorescent lights, sodium vapor, the flicker detection will actually only roll the shutter at the peak brightness of those lights. So say you're at an event in a gymnasium and the frame rate is coinciding with the flicker rate of the lights, it's going to prevent any kind of up-down variation in the exposure while you're shooting the video. There's also a new touchscreen on the back, which when you're shooting a video I think will be very useful because you can actually pull focus just by touching different parts of the screen. You can also use that touchscreen throughout. You can use it when you're changing settings, you can use it to navigate the menus. It's a very useful feature, very responsive, very nice feel to it. I could picture people using that more than using the buttons on the back. A few other new built-in things, as GPS and Wi-Fi built in for the first time, which you could of course do with the 5D Mark III, but you had to buy adapters to do that. In addition to the GPS and embedding the location data in your images, Canon's also added the IPTC standard for the first time, which allows journalists out in the field to caption photos as they're taking them, or caption them in advance for the particular event, so that as they're sending their files off to press agencies, all that information is already embedded in the file and it's good to go. It's also 50 grams lighter, which is a 10% reduction in the weight, and I think will be noticeable to people that are carrying it around all day when they're out on a shoot. One of the other very unique new features is a new dual pixel technology, which every pixel is broken down into an A section and a B section. When you're using the Digital Photo Professional software to edit those files, you can actually manipulate them a little bit to differentiate between the information coming from both halves of each pixel. It's very complicated, but the way it works in practice is that when editing files in Digital Photo Professional, you can actually make very small micro adjustments to which part of the photo is the sharpest, and very small micro adjustments to the bokeh itself. It's a very new thing. Never seen it before. Very curious to see how photographers use that in their practice and what they're able to do with it. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, please leave a comment. The 5D Mark IV is available to order from calphoto.co.uk or from any of our stores. Thanks, bye-bye.